Well, the people who run the popular smartphone app Uber say they will still operate in Eugene despite the city's orders to suspend all operations. KEZI 9 News reporter Jessica Devis joins us live in Eugene with the very latest. Jessica?
Matt, I downloaded that Uber app today, and as you can see, with just a tap here, I can see the service in my area. I can actually see a few cars that are available. It says it'll take about 6 minutes for one of those cars to come pick me up at Crescent Village here in North Eugene. But if one of those drivers picks me up, Uber risks getting fined from the city.
Have to operate cars that are all the same color. They have to be marked in specific ways that the city specifies. They have to have certain signage in addition to the markings.
These are just some of the requirements taxi drivers must abide by to operate in Eugene.
And that's very difficult for these app-based rideshare services to comply with.
Uber representatives say they aren't a taxi service, but a technology-based ride-sharing program, although the city still groups them all in the same category, a vehicle that's providing a transportation for hire, which means Uber and its drivers must be licensed.
They haven't turned anything in yet to us. We've also acknowledged that our city code wasn't written when these sorts of services in terms of application-based models were available, so we've asked our city council to potentially review that.
Uber says it hopes during that time leaders will broaden their rules to openly accept the popular means of transportation. But until then, they refuse to stop the service and will risk getting fined. Taxi drivers say that's why a fine isn't enough.
Just issuing fines doesn't help because the company that we're talking about has deep pockets.
In response, 13 taxi companies who operate in the Eugene-Springfield area have formed the Eugene Safe Taxi Coalition. The coalition says it welcomes the competition if everyone plays by the same rules. In fact, in some ways, Uber's model is pushing them to accelerate their game.
I'm confident in the coming weeks we're going to see more developments in that area in the taxi industry here in Eugene.
And those fines are complaint-based, so there's no real enforcement. Someone would have to complain to the city about the service, and then the city would look into that complaint. Live in Eugene, Jessica Devis, KEZI 9 News.